Imagine embarking on an unforgettable journey through the heart of Italy, where every turn is a new treasure and every moment is filled with beauty and culture. You start your adventure in Rome, the eternal city. Next, you venture into the rolling hills of Tuscany, where the air is perfumed with the scent of vineyards and olive grove. The journey continues to Venice, the floating city of canals and gondolas, after Five Earth and Milan. But your Italian adventure doesn't end on land. It's about to get even more extraordinary. A magical journey through Italy, topped off with a house music festival on Costa Cruise. Dance under the stars, relax in style, and discover exclusive performances on deck, all while sailing to some of the most beautiful destinations. There are 3 packages to choose from. Sailing dates are from September 24th through the 28th, 2025. Book yours now at festivaloncruise.com.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to Heidi's house. This is your host, Queen Bee Heidi B. And in today's episode, our featured guest is Terrae. She's an artist and singer from Chicago. I'm so excited to have her joining into this podcast and share her house music journey. So are you ready? Well, then let's go. So here she is, straight from Chicago, Terrae. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you today?
I am fine. I'm fine. Happy to hear from you. You know how we have to have our chats every once a month or
Yeah,
yeah.
that's wonderful. I'm so happy to have you part of this podcast. Thank you for accepting my invitation and for willingness of sharing a little bit about your house music journey so far. So I'm really excited to know more. I obviously know a little bit more already. You are running, for instance, this besides your artist brand, so to say, and being a singer, but you also contribute to the artist community by your Terrae's Music Vibe site, for instance, and that's something that I'm already familiar, and I'm checking also activities there. So thank you for doing that. So I'm gonna actually ask about more of those kind of things during this interview. So if you are ready, since you are our featured guest, if I may, I'll ask the first question.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. So tell us a little bit, who is Terrae?
Okay, so of course born and raised in Chicago. I got my musical influence from my mom. She was a jazz singer, songwriter, and a playwright. And I came up listening to a lot of jazz. A lot of jazz. I went to Fine Arts School of Music in Mayfair. One was for music, vocal and piano, and the other ballet and tap, which I didn't stick with. But then I really started, my interest was really strong in jazz and classical. And I began to perform with my mom's musicians, and I would do like, it was a couple of clubs like on the Gold Coast in Chicago and like in the North Side, Lincoln Avenue. And pushing forward, I started going to the clubs, teenager.
Yeah.
Music Box 326, which was Robert Williams. Let's see, this was like in the 80s. So I started really loving disco. I would sing along with the songs. I mean, just
Yeah.
My favorite DJ, Ron Hardy.
Ron Hardy.
He was great. Everything he played, no matter what genre it was, magic.
I can imagine.
I mean, he can play, I mean, he can turn it, let's see, like gospel. He can mix that with country, just anything.
Yeah.
We're just like amazed, and we had two more clubs, the Power Plant and CODs,
Mhm.
and the Power Plant, which was Frankie Knuckles. That was He was good too. Great, great.
Yeah.
The music, sound systems, everything was just amazing.
Yes,
Yeah.
and you are really blessed to be there based in Chicago because that's where it all started, and it is one of those capitals of house still, and there's so much this living history that has happened there when it comes to this genre. So this is a great little synopsis of you as an artist and of your background. So thank you for sharing that. And uh, next question would be now, what really then, since you mentioned that you were doing jazz music, for instance, and that was something that was close to you, and then disco inspired you and vibed with you, so to say. So what got you into house music?
Actually going out to the clubs, me and my friends, a lot of friends that are DJs and producers now, we
Mhm.
just love going out to the parties. Knowing we have to get up and go to school, but going out, we didn't get tired, so we got to school. It's like, okay. But it was fun back then because you just
Yeah.
wanted to dance. You just wanted to be out. It wasn't violence that we heard of.
I
So
understand. I feel you. I feel you. Yes, in those times and those days. Same thing here in Finland. So
yeah, uh, there were favorite songs that I had. Like Ron would play like a medley. On the Real to Real, he would
yeah.
do like the spirits in it. Ain't no mountain high enough. Do it to the music. Then a train would go through, or I'm losing it. The guys would start slam dancing. I mean, we had a lot of fun and look for
Wow.
it every week, like twice a week. No, actually three.
Yeah. That's I resonate to that. So at least twice a week, you said. Uh,
At
yeah.
least.
Yeah, I had this kind of, phase where I also was going to the clubs over here. It was at least twice or thrice a week, just because of the pleasure of dancing. It sounds very similar,
Yeah,
environment in that sense, that the dancing and then the club and the house music, disco music, that's kind of like, influenced the
yeah.
journey.
I didn't like the disco. I was like learning all the words. It was something to look forward to every week. Like, okay, I'm gonna hear my song. This one, I might even ask my, can you play this people? Yeah. A lot of
Wonderful.
good memories.
A lot of. Uh, Now you were kind of naturally going to that direction that I'm going to ask more about. So if you think about the artists, what are the artists that have inspired your music most, or you as an artist?
Okay, so coming up, Anita Baker, Phyllis Hyman, and Sade were my three favorites. My music teacher would get so mad at me, like for Anita Baker, because she would be like, "Well, maybe you can do this another time." I would run to the store and go get some sheet music. Like, you gotta play this. I got it.
Mhm.
Yeah. And as far as the house music is concerned, like I said, the disco, uh, so many, so many. But I have three favorites, classics. One song was Norman Connor's "Once I've Been There." Brenda Russell, "Way Back When," and one more was Parlay. pleasure principle.
Oh, so people watching this episode, if you do not know those tracks and songs, please check them out. Recommended by Terrae herself. So please check them out.
Old school classics. Like the kind of thing we say, if you were there, you definitely have to know these songs. You know, you definitely. That means you definitely were there and got to experience just hearing Ron and hearing Frankie, you know. It's like with Ron, the beat, you know, blend
Yeah.
and Frankie, it was two different wavelengths, but they were both perfect.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Different ways, in their own ways, in their own unique ways.
Yes.
All
yes.
right. Now the next question, you kind of mentioned about the house music artist and your tracks, but now we go maybe a little bit more in detail to your career as a recording artist. So when did you, I'm gonna actually go a little bit more back. When did you notice that you have you have the talent for singing? Yeah, I'm gonna add that. When did you notice that when you had a talent for singing?
Well, coming up maybe about 12, 11 or 12. It actually started with a ballet.
Yeah.
Playing tap. And then I got to I used to go next door, a teacher, Muriel Ranch, she was playing like classical music.
Yeah.
I started coming in, she's like, you're gonna have to learn piano. If we do vocals, you're gonna have to learn piano. And we connected and we would have like recitals, Medina Temple. There was another place called Sherwood School of Music. I just started listening and my mom connected me with her band and I would sing out, you know, open mic, some of the jazz clubs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gold Coast, like I said, and up north. And I just started getting into it, but then I still didn't forget my disco. And I was running into a lot of friends that were doing production. And it kind of went from there.
Yeah, in kind of organic way or just.
Yeah. I did some work with, his name is Mike Logan. He's a keyboard player for like Boss Skaggs and Will Downey. I did my first song called Solitude. It was more, it's like R&B jazz.
All right.
And then I started doing a little house music with the Ultimate. So, it's a couple of people I work with. Maurice Joshua, Andrea Corrado. I'm a little nervous right now. Swanky. And I'm going to be doing some work with like Shino Black and Five, our buddy. This year.
Right.
I have a jazz song coming up in like 2 weeks. Person Reginald Farnham. So yeah.
Beautiful.
And I love your work. I love your work.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I do.
Doing my thing.
Yeah. And your heart.
Aren't we all right?
You're so sweet. You know, since we met, it's always been that connection.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I have to say that I also now when I'm just like thinking you or myself and reflecting, we do share quite much more than I was aware of, like the piano. Actually, classical piano was also my first introduction or my first love. I studied my music journey by studying classical piano, and I played several years. But then at some point, it just became evident that the singing is more my thing. It comes from the heart. So it sounds very similar to your
Right.
story. Well,
Hey, I got to hear that too. You're going to have to sing
ah,
that.
well, it was a long time ago.
I know, Michael.
But I sometimes miss that, ability to be such a fluent player. It of course takes, constant rehearsing to keep those skills. And then we also share the love for jazz music. So I
Yeah,
also be
we talked about the
performing.
anime too, right?
Yeah.
What
So
was that?
huh?
Brimhall. John Brimhall, remember that? Every good boy does good. All cows eat grass. The first piano,
Yeah.
Brimhall, I think it was music. Yep.
Yeah. But I think those kind of things, they do help then when to kind of do the transfer or experimentation between several genres of music. It's always very helpful to have, first of all, instrument in the background, and it helps everything musically. And then when we explore different genres, we can take a little bit like things from here, things from there, and fuse them in our own way when we make our own music productions. And now I'm going to lead the next question straight to that. Out of all of your own music that you have been released, and I know this is a difficult question, but is there some particular one that is somehow more closer to you or more special to you, and maybe why?
It would be Terrae, the song I wrote about me. Yep. Very personal. Came at a time where I had lost my dad. And just,
Mm,
just personal. Just
yeah,
telling me what I needed to do from that point on. And
yeah.
yeah.
Do you, when you make music, um, and you do of course songwriting and experiencing, do you have that situation that you kind of use it also? Well, it sounds to me that you already do actually, but that it is somehow the way of sharing your story and what is happening in your life, and it's kind of like a personal journey, but then you also share it with the world through the means of music, and kind of share your life experiences through that.
Yes, like kind of tells a story, like you said, and sometimes it might be someone that's going through something that you're going through.
Mhm.
You can kind of, how can I say it? It's a connection there. Like when we have our little chats,
Yeah,
just things that's going on, you might be like, well, it's not so bad. It's someone else that's experienced something, and maybe they need to talk, maybe they need to hear what you're saying. And like there's life after all of the stressful things in this day's
yeah,
life. Yeah,
absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what I think is really what songwriting is also all about. That is
storytelling.
really sharing the stories and experiences. And I mean, I have to say I have sometimes written tracks that are more just for like party, fun, and there's not much deeper message. But I do also take the personal journeys and stories there into the lyrics, as you did when you wrote that track.
Because it's like some things can be so uplifting. I have a song that is on pre-order now called Nature.
Mhm.
And that kind of tells like a journey like of what I shared with my mom, the inspiration and what she would say if I was in a mode of, oh, I'm not feeling good today, then I'll think about her. I see a red
Mhm.
card and I'm like, get uplifted. And this song takes you, it's like I took a walk through the woods. I came out taller than the trees.
Yeah.
I have my own sunshine. I brought it with me. So it's like an uplifter. And
Yeah.
yeah, that's all nature.
Beautiful, beautiful lyrics. Beautiful, absolutely. People, check her music out. I'm just telling you. Beautiful, beautiful music. Now, as I was mentioning to you before we started this interview, that these are kind of like a little snapshot to each guest that we have in this episode. So I only have a little moment left, but I would like to ask about three more things. And I'm trying to squeeze them in. So far, what would you say, Terry? What are the highlight moments of your musical journey so far?
Well, I know as of now I'm in the right place. I'm around the right people. We're working together and just more positivity and more trust and love for each other. And
Really?
it's going to be great. It's going to be a great year.
Yes, absolutely.
Be a great year.
And I'm looking forward all of those projects and releases that you also gave a little bit hint about. Well, this is also kind of connected to what you just said, but what would you say that what is your contribution, or what is the message that you want to share to the global house music community through your music and through your releases?
Um, well, hmm,
It's a
yeah.
big question.
Uh, I just want like everyone, if we can just work together and be more be creative, but have our own identities
Yeah.
and still help each other instead of being against one another and just being deceitful, just stuff that's going on. Just more positive, more just working together, more love.
Beautiful.
Um, yeah, more creativity and putting it out there and just working to help others that need help. I mean, you have the seniors, the homeless, children, animals. You know, I'm a big animal lover. Just,
Mm.
just good stuff out there.
Good stuff, yes, and
Yeah,
music has
creativity and what?
absolutely.
Yeah, and just being sincere about just your love for the music and for your friends and family and your, mates, everything. It's just everybody come together and be positive. Because
That's a
it's enough
beautiful.
crazy stuff out there.
Yes, the world needs that, and I have been repeating this same thing with most of the people that I've been interviewing, that we have come to this same kind of conclusion that music truly has a power to make change in people's lives, and we shouldn't underestimate that, and we should really pay attention also to what kind of music do we listen, or what us musicians, what kind of music do we write and perform, because it does has a lot more power than we might think, and it can
Yeah,
make such a positive influence when we are aware of that.
thanks to it, and it comes from the heart. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, last thing but not the least is to share about your current project, and if you could also share as a little bonus a little bit about the Terrae's Music Vibes page. What was the background, and what is the idea there, and what we can expect from you now in a near future? Two questions in one, actually.
Well, actually, it started. actually two friends of mine. They're like, you get, you can get started and the music that you want to sing about and the crowd that you want to draw. And positivity, like I said, and letting them have a chance to, we can also push their music out there too. We work together. I you have people playing, we play other people's songs, friends and family, upcoming artists, just working together. Just, I want to hear them like they want to hear me.
Yeah.
And I support, strong support for everyone,
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And thank you for that. I don't know from how many people's behalf, but I know that there's many on behalf of who I can say a great big thank you for doing that, because it is a lot of competition there in music business already, and we wouldn't like to always think it even as a business. It's just sometimes good to have that feeling that you have the network and people who genuinely appreciate and support your music and give those good vibes, so to say.
Yeah.
So it is
And
important.
we're friends. It's like we have got this circle now where we are real, you know what I'm saying? Not just with music, we
Yeah,
all care about each other and we want to support each other.
exactly.
We build
Exactly.
that relationship.
Absolutely. And that was the part A from the one question that actually it
Yeah,
was two in one. So what about the part B? What we can expect in near future? Except that release that you mentioned is coming within 2 weeks. But what's next?
um, well, I have some more work in store, and also I'm getting back into jazz.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'll have some stuff coming out and gospel.
Oh, wow, 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 wow. I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to that.
And like I said, this year more love, more support. And
Yes,
I
and
just
yes, please.
I was just gonna compliment you. I'm just appreciative because you are always helping others.
Oh,
Oh, and with
thank
a
you.
sincere smile.
Thank you so much. Well, we do what we can, and it's lovely for me to network with people around the world. This music thing has been kind of giving a great opportunity to do that, and it's a wonderful, wonderful, thing personally as well, not only professionally but personally. So that's just a great thing. But I have to say, I'm gonna play this mini mix after our short snapshot interview, and that mix is gonna include some of those tracks that were mentioned here, the special one, Terrae, and then it has also something that is now being promoted, the track that you did with the Mashon, I don't know how to pronounce, Mashona tribe.
Right? Yep, Mashana tried.
Can you tell a little bit more about that? What is that project about? Because it's now being promoted and out there already.
Right. So that is the one called Nature, the song
Mhm.
I mentioned. It's a beautiful song. And
Yes,
uh it's personal too. Like I said,
yes, you did mention, yeah.
the inspiration from my mom and then the red cardinal. I just started looking
Yes.
at it and I just got to just thinking about nature and how you can go into a place and it can build you up, like walking through the woods and you're like taller than trees.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm
I just
happy that we are having those tracks now in the mix, so we are able to share share that with the audience. And there are gonna be something more as well, but I'm not gonna babble more about it. I'm gonna just let people hear it in a meeting. So people go and check out her music. I'm sure you're gonna love it and gonna enjoy it in this mini mix. Now, if somebody wants to find out more about you, where can they find you in social media?
So I am on Instagram and TikTok under Terrae's Music Vibes. Yeah, and of course Facebook.
Yeah. So people go and check those out and follow her and support her music. She truly deserves that, and she's always willing to support your music. Go and check out Terra's Music Vibes site or page in Facebook, and just again, I'm so happy that you were able to attend to this interview, and it was good to see you and share a little bit more with you. And I send you lots of love from Helsinki, Finland.
Thank you. Hear from you soon.
So I wish you a wonderful day there. Now when we are recording, it's Sunday, so beautiful, peaceful, blessed Sunday to you. And looking forward to hear that new music very soon.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.